Hi guys!
Hi guys!
Welcome back to Robertson's Belly Acres.
Welcome, welcome!
Oh gosh, you guys, we just got home and it is a disaster out here.
This dog of ours, let me tell you, he got into everything.
Yes.
I don't know what you can see back here.
I don't know if you can see him at all.
Let's see. Now see, he got into the landscape fabric, pole roll, chewed up a mop bucket. Yep, there he is.
Did you do that? What did you do while we were gone? He says, I was bored, Mom.
All of this out here, yeah, that's because of our lovely matey.
Which we have to mow too.
Yeah,
so.
we gotta mow anyway, but.
Yeah, so he was so bored. Like we make sure that he has shelter and everything while we're gone. He has plenty of
Had plenty of shelter, food, water.
Yes. We also came home to this.
Now we've got to man down.
Man down. So Sawyer, he's had trouble with his foot for a minute. He hasn't been able to, he's been limping a lot. And we got home and he was laying down and all the chickens were just kind of
they're running over him. We've got him separated off. We're gonna get him treated and see if we can't fix that foot. Figure out what's wrong with it and fix it.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like bumblefoot because it's not swollen or anything, which I don't know a whole lot about bumblefoot. But we put him in here. He's not able to stand, so he's just too big to support on one leg. So, yep.
Yep.
But before Rusty goes to work, we do need to change out the meat birds.
Their bedding and their water. We've given them a bunch of food, and of course it's pretty much gone, but they've got a bunch of paper in their feeders and stuff. So we're gonna get that all cleaned out and get them fresh bedding and fresh food.
Yes. Yep. Let's go take care of these little chickies. We've already taken care of everybody else, except for the pigs. I know you can hear them back there. They think they are starving. We left 4 days ago. We were gone for 4 full days.
They went through about 75 pounds of feed.
And they're starving. So we're gonna go and feed them here in a little bit. But we're gonna go ahead and take care of these little chickies too, because they're hungry too.
This is our homemade brooder here.
They're getting so big. I can't believe how much they grew in just the 4 days we were gone.
But you can see the girls in here. I'm gonna say that red feeder's still got a lot of feed in it. They just keep it covered. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cleaned out and get them some new bedding.
Y'all, look at this poor pitiful pig. It's so sad. Look, he's laying down. Oh, he's dying of starvation. What's the matter, boys? Are y'all starving? Y'all ate all of that feed? All of it? Let me see. Oh my goodness. Y'all need some water too. Look, your tank is getting low. Well, I'll go get the water hose. And Rusty's bringing you some food. So, yeah, you'll be okay. Yeah. You're gonna live, I promise. Yep. Just a few more seconds.
Yeah, so we got them. There's 50 pounds. I'm gonna see if I can find that other feed pan. They pushed that other feed pan clear back in the thicket.
Have they?
So I gotta find something to hook it on, because otherwise I gotta try crawling through the brambles to get it. I have my feed pan
Your
catcher.
feed pan getter. They push that other one. See, they're pushing this one too, and they'll hit the fence in a little bit. Y'all, they have cleaned up back there like we knew they would. Yeah, move that out. You know, we talked about all of those blackberry bushes and stuff like there that we wanted them to clean out. And they have sure done a great job. There's also honeysuckle in here. They've got all of that cleaned up so nice. And that will be really good. We were going to cut it all back next year anyway, and it will come back. That stuff, you can't kill it hardly. But they've had their feast on that, and there was a lot of the I don't remember what they call it, faux strawberries or pretend strawberries, or I don't remember what they call it, but there was a lot of that back there too. So there's also a crabapple tree up here, so all those crab apples that have been falling, man, they've just had a treat. Well, we're gonna move them this way here pretty soon, because you can see my beans are starting to die out. These are the mosaic Luna beans. I'm letting those dry on the vine so that I can have some for next year. And then I have several of the green beans as well that I'm going to let dry on the vine. But all of this is starting to give out. We haven't even had a chance to come and look in the garden since we got home. I can see some, I don't know if you guys can see it, but like right in here, there's some red tomatoes that need to be picked. Right over here is our black-eyed peas that are just about done. We have gotten a lot of black-eyed peas. You guys, look at this herb bed that I had set here so that the chickens could nibble through the fence. Yeah, that works as long as they don't get out of the fence. But they have destroyed it, which is fine. It's good for them. A lot of those herbs are good for them. Look how big those half-price babies are. Those barred rocks right there, the speckled ones. Those were our half-price babies at Orscheln's earlier in the year. And then those beautiful black ones, those are our Midnight Majestic Morans from Mike and Terry over at MT Homestead. Wake. And then this little girl right here is a Wyandotte Brahma mix. Those are ones that Rusty hatched out. We had gotten some eggs from Lynn over at Melvilla's Homestead. And then this over here is one of our Americanas that we got from Matt and Kristen Payne over at the Payne family. And yeah, everybody's chill because it's so nice and cool out here, you guys. And then of course here's Sawyer. Sawyer's story, if you're new to our channel. Sawyer, Matt Payne from the Payne family and Christian Payne, they bought Sawyer at an auction. What turns out, Sawyer was, he came from...
Matt bought him from Walker Farm Fam that got him from Sawyer Ridge. That's
what it was. Yeah, so Matt bought him from Walker Farm Fam, and then they had got him from Sawyer Ridge. So Sawyer's kind of been around the block. He's kind of, you know, made his rounds.
He's awesome.
So we're gonna have to doctor him up and figure out what's going on with his leg, because he's got to get back up and moving. But we wanted to get him out of the general population so he doesn't get trampled. And then in here in the small coop, Rusty built this little coop for us. This is a transition coop. So we put new chickens in this one to quarantine before we put them with the flock. And we also put babies in here whenever we have babies. But these are all hatched. Rusty hatched all of these babies from just eggs that we gathered from the coop. That one up there looks like a hawk with the white head, but they are, I don't know if you can see him, he's in the dark. They are, you know, just barnyard mix, beautiful colors. But I think these three we can probably move into general population now. They're gotten pretty big. But we tried moving them in before and they chased them out, so we'll probably try again. We put this coop close to the run so that they can all kind of see each other. We may have to move it closer you know, so in that way they can kind of integrate a little easier. You can definitely see the Easter eggers and those two up there, just their little faces. You can definitely see the Easter egger. So they will be probably more like the Americanas, laying the blue eggs or the green eggs. But anyway, we've procrastinated long enough. I say we, and I mean me, because Rusty's been busy putting, you know, refilling all our feed.
Showing everybody what we got going.
We just haven't done a homestead update in so long, you guys, that you know, we just need to do a complete video on a homestead update. But let us get situated first. The reason we have so much reinforcement on this brooder is because we have had a pack rat in this shed before. So we just put as much metal as we could on top of the brooder so that we could try to protect the chicks in case we get any more.
My famous.
That metal fence that we have, it's just like a little like dog pen, and we bought that probably 4 years ago, because my senior miniature dachshund was having seizures and she'd get lost in the house. And so we bought it for her, but then we never got to use it. She ended up passing. So, but we have used that thing for everything. I mean, it's crazy. Hey, are you attacking me?
What I did last time?
Yeah? We got to check for mud butt, right?
Yeah, we'll check when we go back in.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like herding cats. And I got the bulk of them.
They're doing so good. Look how big they are.
Oh, yeah.
So, guys, these are Cornish cross from Myers Hatchery. These are our meat birds. These, oh, I probably shouldn't say it where they can hear, but they will only be on the homestead for about 8 to 12 weeks, but they're doing so good. I'm just trying
I knew I could get it to the door. Let me turn our camera as we go by. Okay.
Why is it?
The nice part is we'll take all of this, and there's whenever we pull the tarp up in the garden, we can spread it out in there and let the pigs go ahead and work it again. Work that right into the soil. Okay, now we just need to spray it out, my love.
Do we even?
Yeah, I know. Woo! See what she does to me?
Sorry. I really didn't mean to.
I know you didn't. That was kind of good.
So now we need to let it dry, right?
Just a minute. It doesn't take a minute for that to drain out. I'm gonna throw this in here. Up in here, up in here.
These pigs have attempted to make a waller there, and
Just to give you a reference of how deep, and I'm not to the bottom.
yeah. So we'll just leave that running. Maybe they can make a waller back there somewhere.
Yeah.
Not right next to their water.
Nothing but paper.
Is that what was in
Very
there?
little powder left in there, feed left in there, and the powder, they chewed it up.
Are you putting that one back in there, or are you just
No,
gonna...
this one, I just used this one
Yeah.
for when we were gone. I
To give
filled
them
that
the
with
extra.
extra feed. I set the water bucket on these to get it up a little bit higher to try to slow down them filling the water with shavings or the paper.
Yeah.
Let that drain out and we fill up this, and we fill up the water bucket while that's drying.
So, I don't know if you guys have never raised meat birds. The only word that I can think of that really matches a meat bird is, or a Cornish cross, is voracious. They are voracious. Like, they go through feed so fast and water so fast, and they're food motivated. So that's how come it's easy to move them once they're in the tractors. Look at him.
Hey, where do you think you're going, Missy?
I said him, it's her. So anyway, we better finish.
But yeah, some people say feed 12 on, 12 off. Others are saying feed 24 hours. We've never seen a difference, and nobody's ever really shown us this is the best method. We've always just done ours free will at the feed.
Yeah.
You put food in front of them all the time, just keep them fed. So.
Yep. And once they get their feathers fully feathered, we'll put them in the tractor and we'll let them kind of eat down grass and bugs and things like that, which we are coming to the end of that, being end of September.
Yeah, we've still got probably a couple weeks left,
Yeah.
but we'll be able to definitely get them out there on that.
Yeah. And then last time we had Cornish cross, we took 22
birds.
22 birds, I think. Go back and watch the video. I don't know. I'm just spouting numbers. I think it was 22 or 24 birds to butcher, and we ended up with, I think, 97 pounds of meat.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a great investment if you're
Absolutely,
doing
because so far we've got a half a bag of feed. Starters, I think, $16 a bag.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's high.
We need to just keep track this year. Just
Yeah.
really keep track of the numbers.
I'm gonna go get another bag.
Yes.
And we know we've got $35 in birds.
Yeah.
$45. Have to look back.
Yeah. I think it's 50 something by the time you paid shipping.
Right.
Yeah. So we definitely want to, check on that, check those numbers, and start writing down. I'm trying to be better about it. You guys, keeping track of what we've got into the farm or the homestead. I was never good at it when we had the farm. We had so many animals, and that's when I probably should have been good at it. Look at the waterer. This is what he was talking about. He tries to elevate that so that they don't kick the bedding into it. And that's the other thing, the bedding, we don't pay anything for the bedding. It's just shredded paper. Any paper we can get our hands on, and a lot of times your neighbors or they will shred their junk mail because they don't want to throw it in the trash because they don't want the threat of identity thieves. And so if you just ask your neighbors, hey, do you shred your junk mail?
Yeah. And the only thing that we ask our neighbors is no staples and no plastic.
Yeah.
So if they get the debit cards or credit cards in the mail, please keep those separate. That way we're only getting paper.
Yes, and anytime we have newspapers, we can get our hands on newspapers. That's what this is. It's just an entire bag of either shredded paper or paper that needs to be shredded, and it's really great for bedding. Let's look in our coop and see what's going on in here while Rusty is cleaning those out. So I need to come in and clean out their coop as well. All of this will go into compost also. And hi there. So I'm so excited to see this Moran in here because she's brand new. She's one of our brand new layers. She's one that came from MT Homestead. I love her iridescent. Yes, I'm talking about you because you're just beautiful. And then this girl over here, she's one of Major Payne's favorites. As you can see, her little feathers. We're gonna have to, I don't know, maybe with these girls coming up, he'll have too many girls to focus all his attention on you, honey. But Major Payne is our other rooster. He came from Matt and Christian Payne from the Payne family. I'll go around and see if we can find him. He's beautiful. He's an Americana rooster. He is the more aggressive of the two roosters that we have. And I don't mean that he's aggressive towards us. He's not. He's just more aggressive towards the ladies. And it's just a power struggle because he just wants Sawyer to know that he is in charge. So let's see if we can find Major Payne out here. So she has a funny story too. We call her Big Bertha. She was given to us as a gift. My niece gave us two little birds, two little chicks for Mother's Day, one to me and one to my mom. And turned out one of the little chicks was a meat bird. She was Cornish cross. And so we told her, you know, we appreciate it so much. Basically, you gave us dinner. A Cornish cross is not one that you can like save and let live. You know, I guess you could. It's just their life is very short. They start to lose their quality of life at 12 weeks. But we didn't have another chicken to put, or little chick to put this one with. So we just threw her in with the meat birds, and she grew up with the meat birds, so she doesn't roost. She's extremely large. Her legs are extremely large because she was just getting dumped the feed as like the others were. She doesn't roost or anything, but she lays double yolkers almost every single egg we get. They're looking at me like, what are you talking about? Oh, there he is. Hey, Major Payne. So he is absolutely beautiful, but he is kind of a pain sometimes. He leads the girls out of the fence. Yeah, so.
And you guys, this is what's left. This bag was almost 3/4 full. And in 3 changings, I've used about half of that. So, but we have these 2 bags of newspapers we still have to shred also. So that works out. We've got plenty of bedding for the next couple weeks to be able to take care of these birds. Oh, they're thirsty, Mom.
Yeah, they are thirsty. Oh. Yeah, we may need to set that on something higher. Oh, they're hungry.
No, they think they're starving.
This is exactly what I'm talking about voracious. You can feed them this morning, they will eat like this, and then feed them tonight and they eat the same way. It's crazy. I like to call them my little dinosaurs. They're little dinosaurs.
This'll work. There we go.
What about that? The water, you think?
It's up on boards already. But I need to find something, yeah, to get a little bit higher.
So what I'm doing right now is checking for mud butt. Just making sure that they don't have any poop stuck to their backside, because then it can cause them to become impacted and they can die. So we just check for mud butt. Yeah, see how that's just covering with water. We're going to have something else in there for them to be able to eat. Okay?
Yes. Oh, my fancy coat. Look what she does to my stuff.
Do it on purpose.
Just because it laid out in the sun for 2 weeks.
Yeah, well. All right, you guys, I hope you like our videos. If you do, please hit the like button.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep, share with your friends.
Leave us some comments, you guys. I know that we've covered a lot today with the chickens. Rachel's giving you a good kind of rundown of what's been happening here on the homestead during our busy lives. But most of all, don't forget to smash that bell and get notified of the next new video when it comes out.
Yep, until next time, you guys. God bless.
See ya.